My country 'tis thee. Yeah. From sea to shining sea. And this song is dedicated to those who travel from sea to shining sea. Because this song says, here's to the heroes and the heroines of the open highway, the knights of the open road, those who travel by the sunburned thumb and the side door Pullman. For I'm talking about the HOBO, commonly known as the HOBO. You know, during the days of the Great Depression, oftentimes there wasn't any work, and if you was oldest in your family, you're sitting around the dinner table once there, and they're putting out that chicken and dumplings, and there's some for the twins and Emma and little Tommy, but you're 15 or 16, and you're just in the mouth to feed, and maybe you ought to be getting a job of work, so you leave. You might hear they were doing that rose harvest up in Walla Walla, Washington, where I did apply for work myself one time. Maybe you're a fruit tramp, you're picking apples up there in Olympia. And maybe before our own Mr. McCormick came up with that mechanical thresher in the old days, you know, custom croppers, chop that wheat by hand. And you didn't get a first-class ticket in the nice, you know, Pullman Palace car. No, you rode the rails. So this song is dedicated to those ladies and gentlemen, knights of the open road, all those who follow the HOBO road. Dusk came in and the crops went out. Around the table were too many miles. And in my family I was the oldest kin. To lighten the load I took to rambling down that HOBO. HOBO road. Out in Cali, they promised $1 a day for picking peaches, so I was on my way. In a boxcar, freezing low, across the Great Divide. No paradise waiting on the other side, just a HOBO. Just a HOBO road. Now out in Cali, no work and no pay. They called me a vagrant. They give me 30 days in a cold stone jailhouse with a cold gray wall. I listen for the train whistle. That's a HOBO's call. Would you take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back to that HOBO? The HOBO road. Now up in Portland, I rode with a number 1. They said he hopped every freight that ever run. His eyes were clear, Lord, and his body lean. Said, son, I'm gonna tell you some of the things I've seen on this HOBO. HOBO road. Now when A number 1 started talking, everybody got quiet. Let me paint a little picture for you. When you hop in the freight, you might be in the freight yard. Well, there'll always be a river near, and there'd be a little patch of ground. You might see an apple tree. And in that apple tree, you would see pots and pans of coffee pot hanging. And they had been scrubbed with pine brushes by the last group of hobos that came through, because you took care of your brothers and sisters on the road. And they learned that from the cowboys on the High Line, feeding cattle on those camps. They would do the exact same thing. And now everybody was very communal there. And that was what you would call the hobo jungle. And they'd have a little campfire and a big pot. Now, it was a true Mulligan stew, what we would call a stone soup. KY Bill might show up with a couple potatoes, and Three-Fingered Ike could maybe lift a couple carrots, throw them in there. If you're lucky, somebody might get a little pinch of beef. And if you're really lucky, just to stir that broth up, a hobo would have a chicken bouillon cue, because if you see that hobos carry two things: urinal cakes, because that keeps the lice off, and chicken bouillon to share the Mulligan stew. Oh, and I can still see A#1 sitting around. And after everybody had had their fill and put those pots and pans back in the tree, we look into the fire. And A#1, he might clear his throat. You know he's going to talk. Now here's the thing. When A#1 is going to talk, or when a hobo in the country, they wasn't going to get quiet, deathly quiet, because when A#1 talked, he imparted wisdom. And he'd say something like this: be kind to your brothers of the open road, righteous to your sisters, they're like the angels of old. Do what you want, son, you better love what you do. And in the hobo jungle, you share the Mulligan stew, and you'll do fine on this hobo. Hobo road. Que sera, sera, have a good trip.